Hello, my name is Ariel Shirley, and I'll be presenting to you today on assisting English language learners in the classroom. English language learners, or ELLs, are a growing population in today's schools and universities. As our communities continue to become increasingly diverse, it is important to make space and accommodations for those who speak a variety of different languages. Although in theory this may seem like a challenging idea, there are actually quite a few tips and tricks out there for educators and instructional designers who are looking to increase inclusivity in their classrooms. In the following video, I'll provide you with some practical advice you can use in the future. Are you ready? Okay, let's get started. Tip number 1, get to know your students. This seems rather obvious, but sometimes we don't think about how important it is to understand our students' backgrounds. Think about the following questions. Are their parents immigrants? Do they speak more than one language at home? Were they always educated in the U.S., or did they begin schooling in a different country? What sort of language supports do they have at home? In their community, do they have any brothers or sisters that can help them with their homework? During this time, take into account any social, emotional, or technical needs your students may also need. By taking time to learn more about your students' lives and backgrounds, you are better prepared to not only create amazing classroom supports for your students, but you're also able to create a more open and inclusive environment for your ELL students. Tip number 2, provide learning materials in multiple formats. All students have varying levels of learning ability. Some may need more support than others and may need lesson handouts and learning materials provided in different formats depending on their needs. For ELLs, providing visual materials along with your lessons can have a great impact on your students. Consider using graphs, charts, photographs, pictures, and other visual displays to enhance your learning materials. Along these lines, you can also include English language posters, word walls, reference labels, and other visual aids throughout your classroom environment. Providing enriching, supportive learning aids are a great way of exposing students to further English language vocabulary and encouraging their speaking, writing, and reading development. Tip number 3, simplify lessons without dumbing things down. Learning a new language can be hard work, and attempting to bridge the language barrier can be stressful for both students and teachers. To help your students, thoughtfully consider how you use English in the classroom. Try to avoid slang or idioms and speak slowly and clearly. Consider scaffolding lessons with important vocabulary, concepts, and objectives ahead of time to allow students as much time as possible to process new information. If a student is struggling, attempt to narrow down the cause and look for culturally relevant ways of solving it, such as providing a relevant book in the student's native language or providing extra practice problems. If your students are mispronouncing vocabulary, help them by demonstrating the correct pronunciation and mouth form. Tip number 4, encourage cooperation and understanding. One of the best ways to encourage ELL student growth is through small group activities, learning stations, and cooperative learning. ELL students tend to be shoved to the fringes in lecture-style classes, so it's important to help your students feel included and welcome during all classroom activities. Encourage other students to help ELLs through tutoring and peer-to-peer activities. Consider including multicultural content throughout your lessons and general classroom activities as well. This tip goes to teachers too. If you find yourself struggling with any of these concepts or other ELL-related learning supports, ask other teachers, counselors, and learning aides. Don't be afraid to reach out and ask someone for help. There are also a vast array of instructional materials and learning aids online for educators looking for ELL support. Remember, you are not alone. There are resources out there to help you and your students excel in the classroom. Thank you for listening to my presentation today, and I hope it is helpful for you in the future.